Okay, for homework tonight it was to do find the mean. That's what we went over in class. So it was this worksheet that you should have at home right now. And that is what it's due tomorrow. And if you were able to finish that in class, I told you to go onto the back. So I'm going to go over with some of the back because that's where most of the students are having most of the challenges. Okay, so this dot plot shows the number of books Diana read each week of a month-long reading challenge. Find the mean number of books she read each week. So for this problem, we first have to read what the chart is telling us. The bottom number line of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tells us the number of books read. And on the dot above the dot plot, each dot represents 1 week and how many books were read in that week. So there's 1 dot above this 1. So that means during one of these 6 weeks, there were she read 1 book. So I'm going to put a 1 right over here. Each dot represents 1 week. And for these other weeks, so for these 3 weeks, 1, 2, 3, for these 3 weeks, for each of these 3 weeks, she read 3 books. So 1, 2, 3. There's my 3 weeks. 3 books read each of these weeks. And over here, for these 2 weeks, 4 books were read each week. So those 2 weeks, we have 2 4s. So let's add these together. Well, we have 3 3s. 3 times 3 is 9. And of course, 4 times 2 is 8. All right, so now 1 plus 9 plus 8 gives us 18. All right, now I'm going to divide 18 by the number of weeks that were spent reading. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look over here, that corresponds to the number of the number of values that I have over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I divide my 18 by 6, and that gives me 3. There was an average or a mean of 3 books read each week. Number 8. The dot plot shows the number of runs a baseball team had for each game of a 4-game series. Find the mean number of runs for the series. So each dot represents a game. The numbers on the number line represent the number of runs. Okay? If we look back in our word problem, we know what to label these because the word problem tells us, it shows the number of runs a baseball team had for each game. So a game, each. A game, each game. We look up here. I'm going to skip back to number 7 real quick. The dot plot shows the number of books Diana read each week. Each week goes right here. Each week. This represents a week, each week. All right? So, they said that there were a total of 4-game series. 1, 2, 3, 4. During one of these games, 1 run was scored. Okay. During another one of these games right here, there were 3 runs scored. 2 games had 4 runs scored each. So a total of 4 games, 4 values. So I add these together, and I get 12. And then I'm going to divide 12 by the number of values that I just added together. Divided by 4 equals 3. Okay? So work on the last one, and we will go over this tomorrow.